It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and it's time for us now to have a look at what's going on in Sunraysia netball, in particular, of course, with our Ouyen United Kangas crew. The head Kangaroo is on the line once more to talk netball now. It's Caitlin Vine. How are you, Caitlin?
I am great. How are you?
Going well, thank you. And those pesky Wentworth girls were just a little bit too hot to take on the weekend. They got you by just 3 goals in the A-grade clash.
So tight, such a tight game. It really almost felt like a final. We were with them all the way, and just in those last few minutes, I think we were down by 6 at one stage and then came back up. But yeah, they got us in the end. Very, very tough, competitive, contesting game.
They are certainly a very, very good netball side. It looks as though you'll see a bit more of each other towards the back end of the season. How did the rest of the club go? Because I think it was tough going for most of the club on the day.
It was, unfortunately. Wentworth just seemed to be stronger in all grades, except our C-Res girls. Our C-Res girls got the win, which was amazing. Another close game, but yeah, very strong. But the other girls, we've got a bit of work to do to match up to Wentworth.
Scores weren't over the top, though, in the B grade and the C grade, it's got to be said. So it's not like you were belted off the park. There's still perhaps a little bit of work for the Kangas girls to do, but certainly nothing that's insurmountable.
Definitely. Still finding our feet with players and combinations. So I think as we solidify some teams, I think we'll continue to grow and get stronger.
Sure. Let's have a look at the other A-grade matches from the weekend in round 4. Mildura, they won the derby against South 51-26, doubling their score basically. Far too good. Far
too good. That's, yeah, very interesting. I think Mildura being our first match, we're sort of going against them and seeing how they play against other people. Obviously coming up against South next weekend, so keeping a close eye on that. Hopefully we can get on top.
Yeah, indeed. Other games from last week, Redcliffe's put 38 on the board, which is good going for them. Unfortunately, Irimple scored 69, so a fairly solid 31-goal win there for Irimple.
Definitely. No surprises there, obviously. I think Irimple are really going to be tough to beat too. They're certainly shooting some high scores.
They certainly are. And this one surprised me, speaking of high scores. I didn't expect the gap in the margin here. 30 goals too good, Imperials, against Robinvale at Euston. So didn't see this coming, I've got to say. Imperials way too good for the Robinvale girls.
Yeah, that is a bit of a surprise. I really thought Robinvale were trekking for a big win, but obviously Imperials were too good.
Yep, so well done to the Imperials crew there. It leaves us with an interesting sort of ladder. I know we're only 4 rounds in, but if we have a quick look at it, Wentworth obviously 4 wins from 4 starts, top of the ladder. Then you've got Irimple, Imperials and Ouyen United. Irimple are 3 wins from 3 starts. Then Imperials and Ouyen United on 8 premiership points, all tied up with Mildura and South Mildura. So buys and a couple of wins each for those sides. So there's not much in it. 1 win between 1st and 6th on the ladder. So it's pretty tight, as you would expect early in the season.
Definitely very tight, which I think is what you want. Again, with all the changes and having a year off, it's nice to know that there's going to be a really good, solid competition. So very exciting for the A grade and yeah, anyone's game, really.
It is. Not a lot of gap in the percentages either between those two, or between all of those clubs, which is another indicator that things are pretty tight. Merbein have had just the 1 win, and Robinvale and Redcliffe still searching for their first win. So that takes us to this weekend's round of matches, and the Kangas will hit the road, will you not?
We are. We're heading up to South Mildura.
This should be an interesting clash. So how do you think you're going to match up with them? Not just, we won't worry about the A grade just yet, across the rest of the senior grades and the juniors. How do you expect the Kangas crew to go?
Again, it could be anyone's game. I'm confident that we will have a good day, whether that's a very close game or we get up. I'm confident that we'll do well. South are probably one of our closest teams in terms of off-court camaraderie, so we're having a ladies' day with them, so it'll be good to hopefully get the win against them and then celebrate with them afterwards.
Fair enough. All right, let's talk about the big clash, the A-grade game, midday start against South Mildura on their home deck. But let's talk about it. How do you think you match up against them at A-grade?
I'm confident that we'll get the win. Obviously, South have been one of our toughest competitors in the past with some really tough, strong players there. I know the Toms girls have been in and out of the side this year. So if they're in, I think it'll be a really, really tough game, but hopefully we can get up. I think we're getting stronger every week. So I think A-grade will get the win.
Excellent. Certainly a tough battle last week. Will hold you in good stead, I think, and I think the Kangas will win the A-grade fairly comfortably as well. So Ladies' Day against South Mildura, and of course then honouring Mum, and mums aplenty across Ouyen and District on Mother's Day the following day.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, happy Mother's Day and Ladies' Day to you, Caitlin. All the very best on the weekend, and look forward to catching up with you next week to find out how the Kangas girls went.
Thank you. Very exciting weekend ahead. Go Kangas.